Arthour to at least draw even. So far, CS pretty close.
Right now, this draw not really going to get contested too much. The Doom is now going to make his way up here, but it's hard to open up on this, especially when you don't know where the Earthshaker is guaranteed in mid lane.
Just like that, Old Chicken, he moves forward with the Fear type, and a 3-man game with the Sunstrike. He's going to be able to land it. Old Chicken tries to juke his way through the river, but it's not going to happen. Arthour, he gets the first blood.
Really well done by Secret First Blood, making that rotation.
I think it's safe to say it was probably one of the worst games that Universe has ever played in his entire career, so yeah, being disappointed is putting it mildly, actually. So for Secret to come out guns blazing in this one is important also for him, I think. Having the debut on this star-studded roster.
The rotations of Secret so on point. The Sunstrike blows up the Batrider, but still, they get the kill on the Lion.
Behind the tier 1 tower for potentially more dives in the future.
I think part of that was set up too, just because the bottom lane was pushed in, and the Nature's Prophet was
11, you had to be careful against the Drow Ranger.
It may not be that Secret can get anything in return. With the exorcism already set up, I doubt they can rotate. Maybe they can get old 11 though, go for the tier 1 after that. Yeah, there it is. The Fury comes in once again. Universe displaying his global impact in the game.
The trade-off here too is that they had to use the DP ult for bottom, but not that big of a commitment from Team Secret. And on the way too, they pick up the kill onto the Batrider.
And you gotta ask yourself, is that a questionable play by...
Oh no, he's being stunned up. There's so much damage with this Drow Ranger. He gets the save for the Winter Wyvern, but it doesn't matter. The pure damage from the Sunstrike cuts right through.
It's sort of a strategical misplay by old 11 on the Batrider. All he needs to do is stay back and avoid being killed while they're pushing the bottom lane, because they know the tower isn't contested.
Oh, but he's got the lasso. Ice wasn't actually helping him out, but now he's going to come in. The tower is taken by the Dire, but Arthour, oh, he's actually going to be able to get away. The Ice Wall plays a nail the turnaround. They've got the impale onto old 11. He can't go anywhere. He's so damn slow. And Arthour gets the bolt, the best world, and now Secret getting even more. Now Fenrir is going to go down as well. Secret. They are hitting so damn fast with this Drow Ranger lineup, just like that. Boom, boom, tier 1.
To try to defend that top tower, but the rest of his team has already committed the exorcism to bottom. They just have to, maybe it's a communication thing, and they just kind of have to get on the same page.
Yeah, so where did EHOME go from here then, Jacob?
I mean, right now they need to wait for the item timings. They desperately need this blink back up on the Batrider so he can blink in.
Bottom, don't tell me he's going to run into that Sunstrike, still sprouted up. He has no way out.
Blink dagger available. And that's just going to slow their timings in general. They're going to go for this smoke. Ice doesn't have the Doom available yet. Thinking maybe they can still get a kill on a pieliedie. But the angle for this even just feels a little bit off.
I mean, the fact that pieliedie is able to threaten the Death Prophet solo, thanks to the global presence of the Sunstrike, they're actually going to be able to come in. Finger of Death goes out. They do have the Cold Embrace though. Puppey thinking about running in, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks. Fenrir puts a stop to that one, but still, Arthour is able to claim that kill. Now the Echo Slam goes out, gets a bit of damage, almost enough to finish off with 11. Arthour claims the last hit and moves on the line. Another stun comes through, and another kill for Secret.
And even at the end there, the Winter Wyvern not really sure what to do as Secret just swarm onto that mid lane.
Bottom shows his face, pushes a little bit too far forward, trying to stop Secret. It feels the combo of this magic damage. Now he's going to be stunned up. The Cold Embrace only buying him a little bit of time. Puppey starts charging for it, but a really good silence is laid out from Old Chicken. But still, the Finger of Death cuts through the bristleback once again, and Secret are able to retreat with no losses.
Secret, they're going to smoke up behind this Invoker. Trying to scout out the jungle and maybe find any way to pick off a hero so that they can go high ground, but it looks like EHOME kind of understand what's going on here.
Oh, the Fisher lands! Beautiful setup from Secret. Whoa.
The combination of abilities just allows for them to be able to kill Ice before he even realizes he's dead.
Secret's plan now is just to constantly have the creep waves on the Radiant side of the map, constantly keeping tabs of where EHOME would be and not allowing them to have any openings through a Batrider gank. You see Universe picking up or going for a Aghanim Scepter on the Nature's Prophet. That combined with the Arora is just gonna keep the creep waves constantly flowing into the...
Fenrir caught.
To the Radiant
base. It's not even a question. It's not even a question at this point. Is Secret find a hero? Even a question at this point. Is Secret find a hero? There's really no hope for an escape from anybody for EHOME. It's now Ice going to be the one spotted out. Fisher leads the way. The physical damage has no problem.
I mean, they're just taking so much of the map right now that I don't think it matters. They're passively gaining a ton of gold at top. Look again, the combo.
They can still get pickoffs. The Sunstrike is going to be enough. It is. Oh man, Arthour's just so far ahead in levels that the damage is too much. pieliedie is going to be caught. That's the turnaround kill.
First item with his mechanism.
Old 11 scouts out some of these things, goes for the seeking napalm soon and start pulling back EternaLEnVy, but a 3-man fissure, now the follow, 2-man impale. pieliedie is going to be doomed up, but everything's all set up for Puppey to come in for the Echo Slam. Bottom's going to be run down by Arthour. The Furinol comes in, puts Old 11 low enough that they can get that kill as well, and they're just planning to wipe EHOME if possible. There it is, a buyback for the Wyvern, but you can't stop Secret. It'll end on a good old 3-2-2 for game number 1 between Secret and EHOME. Race unknowingly against Ice.
But they must have known this going into this game, that they are heavily reliant on levels, as you see top lane.
Fenrir is going to be run down by Puppey. He doesn't care. They know that EHOME are unlikely going to be able to TP and really punish this one, but they're in so deep, and it took for them a really long time to actually kill Fenrir. Now they get the Hex on the Old on him. They're actually going to be able to burst it down with the ultimate. He gets off the Embodied Shield, but it doesn't matter. One more right click, and he finishes them off. They're underneath, deep underneath this tower. Old 11 is here with an extra bit of revenge. They claim 1 core kill, and looks like should be able to run down pieliedie as well. He's out of options. He's just buying more and more time as a game of Ring Around the Rosie commences, but it has to end eventually.
Result of that rotation, he's going to pick up his level 7, and that burst damage is quite a lot. They're going to sandwich Puppey.
Ice, and a TP in. Might be able to get some sort of return fire here. Old 11 not going to be saved, but they do get their turnaround kill on a Puppey and start right-clicking Universe, but I think he realized.
Other side is Ice, just throwing out tracks. And Secret already going for this mid tower as this aggressive blink forward.
Fenrir tries to save himself, but of course that's pure damage from Arteezy. Ice is going to be the next target, already impaled up. Sonic Wave goes out, and they just pop him. He gets off the Shuriken, but it doesn't seem to be enough. Old Chicken can't really stop and win this fight without the exorcism, as Lanham isn't going to be able to help him out. Looks like Old 11 gets the toss up in the air, but it's not enough to kill the OD, while Lanham is eventually going to take out from this Doom, and Old Chicken is just being kited around. The OD, who did not die to the time, he turns around and kills him instead, and EHOME, they lost everyone in that fight.
Doesn't get off an avalanche. There's just no way of catching them. He doesn't even have a disable hero to toss in on them.
Yeah, that's what I was going to point out too, is I was looking at this lineup and thinking, who does he even toss? Like, does it even matter? Maybe he tosses the Abaddon in and he gets a few hits of the Curse of Avernus. Maybe that's your best option here at this rate, but this just does not look like the...
Oh, don't forget Ice. A short memory there as that counter ward catches him out once again.
Has no real damage output, and this lineup is just all over the place with
another smoke and potentially another failed initiation from EHOME. Secret, they're just tracking it back here. Old 11 is going to go for the toss forward here on the bounty hunter. Missed impale. pieliedie. Oh, turn around here for EternaLEnVy. Gets a big Sonic Wave. The sound follows them up. They're going to try and track down EternaLEnVy as much as possible. They just can't keep him in one place. Now the turnaround. Arteezy drops the hammer. Able to take out 2 ones. The only surviving member, but he's losing intelligence and losing it faster than you can even see. pieliedie. He finally goes down, but it doesn't really matter. He trades away his life for a guaranteed kill on Old Chicken. A 1-for-5 exchange.
It's not the most reliable thing, and as the game progresses, it might not be what you exactly want to do, but still, a kill is a kill at a point like this, and aggressive
He
blink
jumps
forward.
Prismate with the exorcism still out. Old Chicken may be able to heal himself soon. Gets off the silence onto EternaLEnVy. The roar comes out, going on to Fenrir, immediately taken off with the Embodied Shield. Now they have the Oracle save, but it might not be enough as a huge Sonic Wave hits, and it's only going to be Lanham and Death Prophet who are able to keep themselves relatively healthy. Lanham again just being kited around time and time again. Ice battling up against EternaLEnVy, but he knows this is a fight he just can't win, has to run himself away, while the OD is able to get Death Prophet.
And Arteezy is so very found. And Arteezy is so very found at this point. He's got a Blink Dagger, the Drums of Endurance, and very close to a Veil of Discord.
I mean, when you look at the fights...
Okay! Arteezy says you want to try and walk away from that one, Ice.
Now too, to go along with
EHOME.
it.
Okay, the setup for this fight might actually be good. Ice is going to be able to spot out some of these heroes. They jump forward, already get his time wrong. That's going to be no Oracle Ultimate to be able to save Old Chicken as he's being targeted down by the OD. That means he's going to fall so quickly. The Embodied Shield is just not enough against the Finger of Death. Lanham, yes, he's healing up, but he's doomed. He can't help his allies. So they leave him for last. He's the dessert as the rest of EHOME was consumed by Secret for dinner.
That team fight synergy from start to finish, Arteezy gets rid of Lanham in that fight too.
Oh no!
Wow, that's 85 hints.
Good lord, why Arteezy?
Yeah, you made an extremely good...
Even going for the deny, they actually jump in now with Old 11. Oh, they actually get the toss back, but there is the imprisonment save, and Old 11, he may be dropped here from Arteezy. Comes in, EternaLEnVy misses the Sonic Wave on Old 11, but he hits the rest of EHOME, allowing Arteezy to be able to triumph here and take one. The Death Prophet goes down, and he's coming back with life number 2. EHOME regrouping now, wondering whether or not they can initiate, but EternaLEnVy, he says, you want to initiate? I'll initiate on you instead, forcing EHOME back to the fountain while Secret casually take that ranged Rax on their way out.
27-9. I thought that last score was going to be rough, but this one's even more brutal.
Oracle Ultimate, is that even going to be enough to save? Arteezy hits so damn hard, he's going to be able to take Old 11 even if Åström doesn't drop. Barely keeps himself alive underneath the fountain.
And they're just being beaten back right now, and EHOME, they just don't have heroes.
That they've discovered this Hood of Defiance and the active where it creates a spell shield.
Oh, Ice. Thought he was just going to be a scouting pieliedie. Leads him right into that trap. Will be able to provide the disables. Has the Finger of Death ready to go. Shuriken stops it for a second, but a second is not enough. Ice loses his life, and now EHOME. Tree to the high ground. Lanham, his ultimate pop now. He is exposed. EHOME are going to try and turn this one around. Old 11 sitting on the side here. They've been silenced up EternaLEnVy. They're going to go for it, but the Avalanche misses. He managed to get the blink away. And now they turn towards Puppey instead. But again, the movement speed. He just runs right through him. See you later. Lanham dropping lower and lower. Doesn't have the ultimate to be able to save him. Fenrir provides some of the heals, though. But it's going to be Arteezy, the heavy hitter. He's going to have his Blink Dagger ready to go soon. Blinks the wrong direction. Doesn't get an imprisonment on anybody. Slow down. Old 11 jumps in. Tries to grab EternaLEnVy, but it's just not enough. Old Chicken being targeted here by Arteezy. They don't have any disables to stop him. He just keeps right-clicking away. He doesn't give a damn about the Oracle Ultimate, as Old Chicken will be able to survive thanks to the Spirit Siphon and the heals during that Oracle ult, but that is still more spells on cooldown for EHOME. As Old 11 tries to go back in, ends up getting juked out. Bodic Shields will be able to provide him some saves. Puppey's just trying to close that gap though with the Infernal Blade. Turns on Lanham instead. The imprisonment goes out. Ice. Comes back here, but Primal Roar taken out 2-shot by Arteezy. EHOME, even underneath their fountain, they can only...
Tournament hopes alive. Maybe hope that Secret just gets way too over-aggressive, but...
Arteezy's found another pick-off. Old 11 was too far forward. Arteezy jumps forward, grabs him with the imprisonment. They're going to try and run him down, and they get him in the end. Arteezy reads it. The OD ultimate drops, finishes off Old 11. And there goes their primary initiator. There also goes their primary disabler. And EHOME looking a little bit bewildered as to how they're going to be able to stop this final push of Team Secret. And it just doesn't seem possible. Puppey casually runs in, escapes Lanham out of the fight entirely with the Doom. Arteezy keeps running forward. He saved one hero. He's going to target the next. Takes out the Oracle. Now turns his attention onto Old Chicken, waiting on Lanham as his ultimate's going to end up going down soon. Another GG. This time 33-9, make it 34. And a casual 35 pickup before the throne explodes as Secret... They drop down the losers bracket nice and early. People were rather surprised, but now against EHOME, they take two of the most dominant games yet.
That series.